Virgo, I just leaned into your energy for an hour and discovered a whole nother 1099 I was supposed to file. I have to amend my fucking entire federal and state taxes that I just mailed out today. Thank God for Virgo energy. Virgos make the fucking world go round. Though it may be difficult, though there may be harder steps that we don't want to take, but we got to take it. What's up? It's your girl, JV. Hi, Breeze is probably why I forgot my fucking amendment. Anyway, my other 1099. Anyway, it's a whole story. They emailed me my shit and they weren't supposed to. Anyway, I love you, Virgo. And I hope you love yourself. And I hope you know that we need your energy. We need your skills. We need your organization. We need you just the way that your analytical mind is. So don't go changing too much. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. Over there we clarify each card, and there's just like I'm building a dope little cult over there. I hope to see you over there. For free content, check out my Instasham at justj_everything, TikTok at justjeverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website justjeverything.com. Now, for all the important Taurus season astrological transits, please go check out the Taurus season astrology video. That has everything, all the dates that you need to know. But I will put you on game, Virgo, because your ruling planet Mercury is doing stuff. He's hanging out in Mercury, the planet of the mind, is hanging out in Taurus, the sign of I have. And we'll be breaking the 3-month all planets direct streak that we've had, and we'll be going retrograding in Taurus on April 21st. And so there is definitely a reevaluation of all things money, all things possessions, all things that you consider mine. Also, I just feel like reevaluations in your work ethic, what you're working on, the kind of contribution or delegation that you've got going on. Mercury goes direct on May 14th. And once that reevaluation is over, I feel like you will be like, whoop, new heights. It's just like, it's like you think you knew me now. I also just heard back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. So that could be a thing. There's definitely some sort of like come up that is coming in for you. So hydrate, light it if you got it, as we create a safe space for our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2023, baby. I hope that you are enjoying all of the May flowers brought to you by the April showers. Hydrate as we get it in. Damn, first. Okay, yeah, it's Mercury retrograde. It's gonna hit hard. 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and it's going to bring up your shitty habits. It's going to be bringing up remembering. There's a remembrance from the past. Mars is already in Cancer, so there is this motivation to face the past, tend to the past, tie up loose ends from the past. There will be a motivation and willpower that needs to be applied to your mind, to what you know about yourself, what you think you know to be true. Also, it's just like you're not acting on all of your talents or your skills. I feel like there is this kind of reevaluation of yourself, your thought processes, your power, your ability to manifest, your ability. This also could be your connection to somebody else with Gemini or Virgo or Sagittarius placements. There could be just like, wow, like you have the audacity to talk to me like that, or wow, like you are really that dense, or I just feel like you're going to start to see who is just talk and who walks the walk. With the Magician reversed, I feel like the first thing out to be clarified on the Selenite throne is your relationship to your magic. Do you know what's special about you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Do you know what you bring to the table? Are you clear? It's time to get a clear, like, picture, clean the lens of, like, the glasses that you're, like, viewing life through. It feels like there also may be, like, an awareness of who's, like, lying to you or lying around you, or who's like just about bullshit. There could be, like, you know, some used car salesman energy around you. You also may be feeling like you're talking and people aren't understanding what you're saying, or nobody understands you, or no one understands, like, what you're going through. That sounds like a spiritual awakening to me. But there's something here, Virgo, with you realizing that you are enough. You have everything that you need. All that is needed is this rerouting of the mind. The Six of Swords reverse says that there's, like, possibly some situation that you're in that you know you shouldn't be in anymore. And you know, like, it's time to, like, thinking up a master plan on how to get yourself out of this situation. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that's going. Maybe you're thinking about moving offices, moving places. Damn! Eight of Swords reversed as the center of the reading. Because, and this makes sense, and I think it's beautiful, because you are getting unstuck. You are healing, especially financially. Especially, this is Sun in Taurus. This is especially, like, there's been some self-limiting beliefs, some negative self-talk, this looping in the mind. You may be looping in the mind over this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Virgo. There may be some, I also just feel like there's a lot of restrictions. It's time to look at the ways that you're holding yourself back. With the, and then the Four of Cups coming out. Yeah, because it feels like there is this unnecessary defensiveness that's been present for too long in your life. And that defensiveness is keeping you from receiving the things that you want. Maybe you've been stuck or ruminating or, like, looping in the mind about, maybe this is someone who drinks a lot or smokes a lot, or maybe flirts a lot, or there could be a third-party situation, or you suspecting that someone's, like, cheating on you or lying to you, or lying about their consumption, lying about their addictions, lying about their temptations, possibly. But let's see, final card, final message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I knew the retrograde was going to hit. That Mercury retrograde in Capricorn was fucked up. And so the Mercury retrograde in Taurus, I do not feel like will be as intense, but Mercury retrogrades in earth signs tend to be harsh. Because it's like real world. We have got to get our day-to-day life shit together. Final card, final message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I just feel like this is all coming up, though. It came out on its side, but final card, final message is the Two of Cups. Going from the Four of Cups to the Two of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This feels like Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Your relationship to work. Your relationship to your focus is shifting. The things that you're focusing on, the things you're giving all this time, energy, and money into are coming up to be reevaluated. It's like there's a lot of expansion that wants to come in, and you're being called to go in a different direction. Wow! I'm going to put you on game because all these damn retrogrades, but this is plunge territory, Patreon plunge territory that we are entering in. But bottom of the deck is just like you've got all this work that you've got to do, because there is this vision that you have of yourself. This vision that you have of yourself, your family, your loved ones, your creations, and there's all this expansion. See the wings spread. There's all this expansion, this divine intervention that I feel like is coming in to get you out of your comfort zone, going towards your dreams, and being divinely supported through the shakiness that is this turning of the wheel of fortune. And so I do feel big time like your relationship to focus is coming up. Your relationship to your personal power, how you view yourself, how you value yourself, what you value about yourself. I feel like it's time to really start. It's what I like about this. It's like the Six of Swords is turning his back to the Eight of Swords. You are turning your back on this stuckness, your relationship to grounding, what you like pride yourself on is shifting. What like what you define as security, what you define as comfort, I feel like is shifting, and you're turning away from that old outdated programming and moving towards addressing what is perpetuating disharmony in your life. Are there, scratch a lie, find a thief. You may, like, if it feels off, it is. There is something, like, something is off. And I feel like you do great at pointing out what's off in everybody else's life, Virgo, and I love you and we need you, but I need you to, help me help you. By you focusing on you, and Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, by you focusing on your shit, it'll really, really help you be able to create harmony and balance and just like chill vibes in your life. So only one major arcana, and that's the Magician. So Taurus season comes in with the bang. The Magician reversed feels like you have all this divine support. It just feels like flipping the table over. I don't know if you're angry about something. Your anger could be a thing. There may be just also talks about moving out or arguments or people leaving, talks about separation. I feel like you got to figure out, I just heard Sade, love is stronger than pride. And for heaven's sake, why do we play these games? Hang on to your love. Some of y'all are fighting to stay in a relationship. Some of y'all are fighting to stay in a marriage. Some of you, some of us are in this place where I just feel like we've got to figure out, like, how to stop playing cat and save-a-hoe, and like how to start prioritizing the people who, positively contribute to us. The goal is equal and fair exchange. The goal is love. The goal is receptivity. How are you going to receive a cup from the divine, let alone somebody else, if you stay arms crossed and defensive and closed off and no one has access to you? If you're feeling like you're not able to be your whole self around people, what are you doing? Why? Are you trying to be polite? Are you trying to do the Southern thing? Or what is the fucking point? Because I feel like there are connections in your life that are perpetuating you staying closed off. And with the Magician reversed, it's like you need to open. There's anger that's keeping you from, I feel like, opening your heart or letting the purity of your heart or letting your authenticity or your truth flow in some sort of way. Hydrate. Virgo, you're being asked to apply your willpower into truth, authenticity, materializing whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in your physical 3D world. And you keep thinking you need external sources to complete that task, and you don't. Everything that you need is already inside of you. Everything that you need, you already have. Everything that you're trying to manifest is already tethered to you. What you want wants you. But where is this mental blockage coming from that you've got to work hard for it, or you don't deserve it, or you're not worth it? Virgos are service-oriented signs, and it's just time to make sure that the people that you're being of service to aren't just siphoning the life force out of you. Some of you need to travel. You need to explore, and you're denying yourself all of your emotions. Or you're denying yourself, I think, the fullness of your emotions. I feel like some of you are also struggling to protect yourself energetically. You know that you're empathic, but you just keep soaking up everyone's shit around you. You just keep soaking it up and keep soaking it up. And it's time to message me. We can start, I'm going to start some classes and mentorships and stuff, and because we need to educate ourselves. It feels like there's offers that want to come in, opportunities, new love opportunities for those of you who are single. For those of you who are single, I think there is a new love that wants to come in, a new connection, a new friendship, and maybe even a new business offer that wants to come in. And it's like all this second guessing is keeping you from receiving and having these fair exchanges and of feeling worthy of the offers that are coming in. It's just like some of you are just fucking tired. And if you're tired, if you're drained, if you need a break, you need to say something before you burn out. With the Six of Swords reversed, it feels like there may be some situation where it's like, take the kids and go, or I need to take what is of value and leave. I need to trust that I can do whatever I want to do or I'm trying to accomplish on my own. It's time to tap into what's keeping you in survival mode, what's keeping you stuck, what's keeping you from the next level, what's keeping you from trusting the divine, what's keeping you from having these like very expansive love and spiritual experiences. You know, Virgo, you get this bad rap of being very like cut and dry type A and very linear, but your shadow is Pisces. You have access to everything. You have access to the ultimate psychic energy. So you guys, you motherfuckers be knowing. It's just a matter of trusting yourselves. And so I'm letting you know if something feels off in Taurus season, it fucking is. And don't go pointing fingers and pointing the blame and trying to blah, blah, blah. It's time to go inward and look at yourself. The resolution starts with you. It starts with number 1 and ends with number 2. 1 + 1 = 2. There is no healthy we without a healthy me. I've been saying this for years. And so I do feel like some of you want to get out of a situation, or you want to move, or maybe you went through a breakup and you're thinking you need to just like get out of this city or move or completely pick up your stuff. But I'm telling you, it's not a matter of geography. It's a matter of like you have healing in your heart that needs to be done that you've been trying to evade. And with the 8 of Swords at the center of the reading, there's a lot of like self-fulfilling prophecies here. You've got to be careful about the words that you say. Words are spells, words spelling, words set things in motion. Even the Bible says life and death are in the power of the tongue. And so I feel like there's a lot of like sarcasm, or there's a lot of like, I don't know, just be careful. We often, as like humans, we joke ourselves into situations that we don't want to fucking be in. So be careful what you're joking and what you're saying about, what you're speaking into about yourself into your experience. This always happens to me, or I always get this short, like whatever. I don't even like saying the shit as examples. You know, the self-deprecating shit that you say. Stop that. The divine has stuff they're trying to bring to you, and you can't be so, or you can. You absolutely can. You can choose to be so stuck in the past that you miss out on the blessings in the present. And the blessings in the present have a lot to do with intimacy, connection, entwining, and like healing entanglements. Some of y'all are recovering from some, like maybe you have an entanglement, maybe you're thinking about cheating, maybe you're nervous about your partner, or maybe you're nervous about your employer looking elsewhere or something of that nature. But it feels like you won't feel so insecure if you would focus on your damn self and your magic and what you bring to the table, and sharpening the tools that you have available to you. And it's giving let go or be dragged, Virgo. And so whatever center of the reading, all these damn swords, all this restriction, look at how linear these swords, like it feels like there's like a mental prison or a mental loop in the mind. And it's just like you're holding back on words, or you're maybe not expressing yourself clearly. Maybe you won't be able to feel like you're going to get your point across with this Mercury retrograde. And so there may just be a feeling of like doing it on my own, or alone time, or loneliness. But I feel like this alone time, this loneliness, whatever annoyance comes up, it's really kind of like, I feel like fine tuning you or pressuring you into seeing the error of your thoughts, or keeping, it's trying this, like, it's like the divine is trying to create this scenario where you are agitated enough to change your mind, where you are agitated enough to like break free. There is a freedom in the realm of the mind that wants to come in. There is this like breaking of a loop or of a cycle in your thought process, and it's kept you blind for too long. And the divine's bringing in opportunities, new connections, new friends. There may be people with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements that are going to be coming in to really help you ground, help you get a clear picture. And it doesn't matter what their placements are. Maybe someone who is very emotional and creative and spiritual, and then maybe someone that's very methodical and practical, that's going to come in and help you in your analytical mind. And I feel like come Gemini season, you've really like tended to the duality. You've tended to the conflict in your mind. You've tended to and tending to the conflict in your mind is going to translate in how you think about yourself, how you talk about yourself, how you talk to other people. And I just feel like you end up catching way more flies with all this honey that's getting ready to come out of your mouth. And if there's all this like bitterness and poison and like resentful thoughts and things, it's time to address it. But you don't need to be a dick about it. I love you, but it's time to like learn how to effectively communicate. Some of you like the way that you talk to your children is off, or the way that you talk to your partners, or the way that you talk to your employees. This may not be all of you, but there is just something about like, it's time to check your tone, check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's time to make sure that your words aren't working against you. It's time to make sure that you use your words and that you use the power of your mind and the power of that relationship that you have with your inner critic, that you use those superpowers to create, not destroy. Okay? I love you. Let's get into it. This is 22:22 about to be on the clock.
For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.